Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across Central Texas looking for great German cuisine you won't want to miss. Get ready for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus a $500 gift card brought to you by Condor Airlines halfway through the show. Plus, we're checking out authentic German sweets in Fredericksburg. And we're trying some of the best schnitzel and German cuisine in New Braunfels. All that and more right now on the Texas Eats Wurstfest Show Part 2. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is at the Institute of Tex Cultures to get a deeper understanding of German and Czech settlement in Central Texas and their influence on the regional cuisine. Joining us now is James Benavides. He is the communication specialist here with the museum. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, glad to be here, David.
Right behind us, you have the beautiful setup over here about German history, and we want to learn more. So when did German and Czech populations start to migrate to Central Texas?
You're going to see 2 waves on this. In the 1830s, you see this first trickling of German and Czech settlement coming into Texas. Word gets back to the mother country in Germany, and you start to see the creation of the Adelsverein. It's the society for the establishment of a German enclave in Texas. And so in the 1840s, you start to see this massive surge of Germans coming to Texas to make their fortunes. And so you start to see the establishment or the expansion of a German community at Indianola, and then they start to branch out and explore. You know, San Antonio has always been a crossroads, and you go a little bit further north of San Antonio and you finally have the establishment of New Braunfels. They start venturing out into the Texas Hill Country. That's Comanche country, and that's where John Moosback comes in. And the Moosback Treaty with the Comanches. We finally get the opportunity to put a settlement further into and just outside of the lands of the Fisher-Miller Grant, and then that's your launch point into the Texas Hill Country, and you start to see the establishment of Mason, Llano, the Llano River Basin.
The New Braunfels area and Prince Salms and that settlement, you actually have an area here that talks more about that as well, right?
We do have some background on Prince Salms. We can go take a look. This is what we're looking for here, David. So what we have is the exploration in the early days of the Texas Hill Country, the dog trot log cabin. You're building with resources you're finding out there. The Adelsverein, that society for establishing a German colony in Texas. Well, the foreman of that is Karl of Solms-Braunfels. New Braunfels.
It makes sense then, right? Yeah.
Is established here in Texas.
Sure. 1846 as well as Fredericksburg, right? So just a year later.
And you get the Moosback Treaty, 1847.
It all just happened so quickly too. I mean, what a quick period of time to go from settlement to treaty to expansion.
About 15 years.
That's wild. You get all the culture that comes with it, and then you get all the music, which is represented here as well, and the food.
It's not just people moving from point A to point B, because you're bringing with you a whole way of life, a culture. You're bringing your music, you're bringing your food, you're bringing your traditions and customs. If we were to explore the German section, there's fantastic craftsmanship and woodworking, and they have kept it alive here in San Antonio, Texas, New Braunfels, Fredericksburg, the Texas Hill Country. So German culture is alive and well in Texas.
James, this is a 1930s Czech farm kitchen. And right around the same time the Germans were settling here in Central Texas, so did a large amount of Czech settlers come here, and they expanded as well, and going into the 1930s, but this was a lot earlier than the 1930s, right?
Right, like you said, we're seeing around that same wave. We start seeing the first Czechs arriving in Texas kind of in force in around the 1850s, and they're coming in basically through Lavaca County, Fayette. You start seeing other parts of Texas with these Czech enclaves starting to spring up, and again,
in Shiner. Right?
That's one of the big parts.
James, thank you so much for giving us a tour here at the Institute of Tex Cultures. Y'all got to stop in, and I mean, you have the screens going, you have all these different setups in here, so you can learn about so many different cultures and their influence here in Texas. And to get more information, of course, just follow the link on the screen. But we have so much more coming up on the show, all about German history here in Central Texas and Czech history, and we got a lot of food to eat today. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate it, man.
Glad to do it, my friend.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're at Mad Dog's British Pub on the San Antonio Riverwalk. and they're serving up a wide variety of options on the menu, including some traditional British cuisine and some Texas favorites. Now, you can get a little bit of shepherd's pie, you can get some deviled eggs. They also have fish tacos on the menu. This Reuben sandwich is where it's at, though. Go grab yourself an ice-cold Shiner beer, can or draft, wash it all down. Fish tacos, bangers and mash, you know that's a traditional bite as well. And this chili burger is where it's at. They got the mac and cheese, the chili, and of course it's just a fun place to go hang out and relax on the Riverwalk. And to get more information about Shiner Bock Beer and Texas Eats, just scan the QR code on the screen.
Now, we're making our way out to New Braunfels to see what's in the oven at the oldest bakery in Texas.
What would you say is the most popular bite?
Probably the apple strudel.
I mean, super popular. I gotta say, I'm a cherry strudel guy myself. I like the cherry.
That one's good too, just depends what flavor you like.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in New Braunfels at the oldest bakery in Texas, Naeglin's, and joining us right now is the owner, Ross Granzine. Ross, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, yeah.
We're in the production area right here. This is where all the magic happens. Everything's getting baked. We have an oven right here open. You guys are in full Wurstfest mode right now, making all the food over there for your booth, right?
We're having fun.
That's what Wurstfest is all about.
Strudels.
It's a lot of strudels. So is that the most popular item that y'all make?
Yes, between that or the sweet pretzels we have too. Really good.
So you sweet pretzels and the strudel now.
Gotta try it, yeah.
Naeglin's being the oldest bakery in Texas. It's a German bakery. What does that mean to be able to operate and own it?
People come in with a smile every day, and I mean, what kind of job can you get with people smiling, coming in happy?
I mean, you just smell the sugar when you walk in. I start smiling. I'm super excited to be here. I mean, these are classic, traditional German baked goods, right?
Yes, all the recipes we have.
How old are the recipes?
Probably 100-some years old, since we started.
That's incredible. The shop here itself, you can tell, it's got some stories to tell. I mean, this building is just full of character. I mean, the whole team is working all day to get everything ready, especially during Wurstfest time. And you actually have some help right now. You're gonna be loading up some of the strudel into the oven. Who's here with us today?
My daughter Presley's gonna put some in and then take it out.
And you can see it still has that pretty pattern on there.
It's our own dough we make here, and it's a 100-year-old recipe too, but it's a puff paste dough.
Because when you get it, it has all those layers when it comes out, right? When you bite into it, you get all that texture. Yep. All right, so we're gonna let this bake. When it comes out, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be able to bite into this thing, get some icing on. It's gonna be super delicious. Thank you all so much. Golden brown delicious, look at that. And now this is not the final step. So once it comes out of the oven, it still has to be iced, right?
We let it cool down a little bit, about 20, 30 minutes, and it's ready to go.
Man, okay, so you have to make it 45 minutes to bake, you gotta let it cool down, then you gotta ice it. I mean, this is like a multi-hour investment that you're putting into just one of these bites. So when you take a bite of one of these at Wurstfest, or when you come here to Naeglin's, you gotta know there's a lot of love poured into each one of these bites. But I tell you what, I've been looking at all this, it looks delicious, so we gotta make our way up to the front, because we gotta try some of the most iconic bites that you have to try when you're at Naeglin's New Braunfels.
For sure, yes.
All right, let's go. All right, Ross, so now we're here in the front of the store. This is what you're gonna see when you come in. You have everything loaded up here, plus you have bagged goods, you have boxed goods, and then right in front of us, these are the top bites that you have to try when you come out to Naeglin's.
This first one is our cheese pocket. It's a sweet cream cheese with one of our Danish doughs that we make here with lots of butter in, very good.
And we know what this one is, that's apple strudel, right?
That's the famous apple strudel. It's different puff paste dough, and we have a different combination. It's got coconut, cherry, and apple in it, and plus with glaze on it.
And it's got the glaze. You got to put the glaze on it.
Glaze, it's always good.
Sweet pretzel, right?
Sweet pretzel is like a cinnamon smear with pecans, and we smear in between the layers, and then we roll up like a pretzel. Sweet pretzel.
Now you're saying that these two right here, those are like the super popular bites when people got to Wurstfest, right? Those ones you got to make sure you get. Now, I know what this one is, the cherry strudel. This one is my favorite. The texture of the dough, the bite, the crunch, and then the icing on top is the perfect amount. The oldest bakery in Texas. So when you're visiting New Braunfels, visiting Wurstfest, you got to make sure you stop in. You got to grab yourself a bite. Also, when you're out here, don't forget to grab a kolache or a klobasnik with the meat on there. Of course, the kolaches, they have the fruit flavor on there as well. So you get sweet, you get savory, a little bit of Czech heritage in here as well. But I tell you what, go ahead and grab your cheese pocket there, Ross. I'm gonna go for the cherry strudel.
Yes.
Cheers to you, sir.
There you go.
Naeglin's is where it's at, y'all. Stay tuned. There's so much more information here and food coming up on Texas Eats. And you gotta make sure that you're gonna enter to win the 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus $500, brought to you by Condor Airlines. All right, that's the bite. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting for this bite.
Later on Texas Eats, we get schnitzel and sausage at an authentic German restaurant in Fredericksburg. And next on the show, we sit down with Condor Airlines to learn all about the new direct flight to Frankfurt, Germany coming to the San Antonio International Airport. Now it's time for some Central Texas trivia. In what year was the city of New Braunfels founded? Stay tuned. The answer's coming up right after the break. So what year was the city of New Braunfels founded in? The answer is C, 1845. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're at Clearlight Coffee Company in San Antonio, right off Northwest Military Highway here, and we are joined by Miko Tortillayan. He is the Director of Sales of the Americas with Condor Airlines, and we're super excited to have you here with us. We're actually talking via Zoom, because you're not anywhere near the Americas right now. You're actually in Helsinki.
Hey, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure. It's a great honor to be on here with you, and I look forward to the upcoming minutes and talking a little bit about Wurstfest and Condor.
Wurstfest just kicked off November 3rd, and Condor Airlines just announced just a couple weeks ago that San Antonio is going to have a direct connection to Germany, not just from Wurstfest. You can actually go to Germany. Talk to me about why that's important for Condor Airlines to have that connection from San Antonio to Frankfurt.
We're extremely proud to be that first airline ever to fly nonstop transatlantic flights from San Antonio. Next summer, we'll be flying nonstop from San Antonio into Frankfurt. We'll be doing that 3 times a week. We'll be flying that with our brand new Airbus 330 aircrafts, offering 3 different cabins, so business, premium economy, as well as in the economy. I hope to see many San Antonios on board coming nonstop into Frankfurt and Germany.
Why is Condor Airlines taking part in Wurstfest this year?
This is a great way to really get a small taste of Germany without leaving Texas. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person. I also didn't want to miss the opportunity to welcome San Antonians to this fantastic event that really does put Germany on the map through food, music, and culture.
And you had just mentioned the timeline, so you said next summer. Do you know the exact time, like in the summer, that we're in San Antonians can start flying to Frankfurt?
So our first flight from San Antonio into Frankfurt nonstop, it'll be on May the 17th. And then from there on, we'll be flying 3 times a week, so on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Our flights take off from San Antonio in the evening after 8 o'clock, and then one of the flights leaves after 10 o'clock. It's great timing. You get into Frankfurt during the morning or the early parts of the day. But additionally, just from flying in nonstop into Frankfurt, with our partner airlines, we also offer easy connectivity to 100 different destinations in Europe. So pretty much all the important cities you'll be able to get to in Europe with our partner airlines. So basically, you can buy a ticket from San Antonio into, let's say, Rome, have easy transfer and transit through Frankfurt, get into Rome, pick up your bags, and start your vacation in Rome.
Now, Frankfurt, though, is the reason for the season. It's why we're talking right now, because Condor Airlines is also giving away 2 tickets for a viewer that's watching right now to go to Frankfurt, plus a $500 gift card. Talk to me about that giveaway.
This is a great opportunity to visit Frankfurt. It's a central city in the center of Europe. You have the river going through. You have a beautiful old town. You have the opportunity to go on river cruises. You could enjoy the cuisine, from the bratwursts to the different type of schnitzels. You can have a visit to one of the beer gardens. You can visit museums. You can visit nearby towns to Frankfurt. We want the winners to enjoy those first Condor flights, as this summer will be the first time that we are flying nonstop from San Antonio into Frankfurt.
What is the bite that you have to have when you're going to an Oktoberfest event, when you're going to like a Wurstfest?
One of my favorites, is a schnitzel with a proper German beer, and just enjoying that. It really makes my smile go from ear to ear.
Well, Miko, we sincerely appreciate your participation in the show this week. And to get more information on the airlines, Condor Airlines, and the flight that's going to be going straight to Frankfurt, Germany, starting next May, you can get all that information by following the link on the screen. Go on there and make sure you're watching, because we're going to be giving away 2 tickets to 1 viewer to get a direct flight plus a $500 gift card, all thanks to Condor Airlines right here on Texas Eats. Miko, we got a lot of food to eat right now. And I know you got a Stein right now in your hand, right?
I think we got to do the Prost to Condor and next summer.
There you go. Hold it up. There you go. Prost. There you go. All right, y'all. We got so much more coming up. Miko, thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thank you very much.
Later on Texas Eats, get ready for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus a $500 gift card brought to you by Condor Airlines halfway through the show. And next on the show, we get schnitzel and sausage at an authentic German restaurant in Fredericksburg. Now it's time for some Central Texas trivia. In what year was the city of Fredericksburg founded? Stay tuned. The answer's coming up right after the break.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today is General Manager Casey Ogletree. Casey, thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
And today is a very special day. It's Veterans Day, and you have a lot of great deals going on for all of our servicemen and women, right?
We do. We are so proud that they serve our country well. Here at Jordan Ford, not only what the manufacturer does, we double that rebate. Whatever you see online for veterans, we double it for you. It doesn't matter even if it's this pretty green Bronco to an Escape, we want to serve you well.
And thank you so much to all of our men and women in the armed forces, retired and active duty. And happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans. And to get more information about Jordan Ford, just go to their website, www.jordanford.com.
In what year was the city of Fredericksburg founded? The answer is A, 1846. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Fredericksburg to go inside of a restaurant that's operating out of a historical landmark that's been serving traditional German cuisine for more than 30 years. Let's see what's on the menu at Der Lindenbaum. Joining us now is Abigail Rivera. She is the head cashier during the lunch shift here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Hello.
And you have brought out all the hits out here on the menu. You even have a dinner item, some lunch items, dessert, a salad, and of course, ice cold Shiner beer. But talk to me about the restaurant itself. How long has it been here?
So we've been in business for over 30 years with the original owner. Her name is Ingrid Homan. She started when Fredericksburg was a small, humble little German town. It's definitely grown in the last couple years. So we've just been able to embody the classic German platters throughout the years, while also keeping some traditional, different various parts from her traditional region of Germany.
I want to talk about this particular dish in front of us.
Yes. So the Jaeger Schnitzel has the base of the schnitzel cutlet. Ours is not the traditional veal. It is pork, breaded, prepared the same. It's topped with the brown gravy that includes the cloves, different bay leaves, lots of flavor in there. Just something that is unlike any other plate that tons of people come from all over America just to have this specific platter. If anything has changed in Fredericksburg, it's definitely not this recipe here.
That's super cool. So people travel from all over the place. And you even have a letter in the back from Lady Bird Johnson. She used to actually visit this restaurant as well, right?
Yes, we were very grateful. Miss Lady Bird, as we used to say, she was just always down here bringing her family and different people from her high society to come down to Fredericksburg and join us for lunch sometime.
That's so cool. Well, we're gonna dive in. We gotta try. I mean, this is a world-class dish right here. Cheers to you. The Jaeger Schnitzel, that's the bite. Great texture on there. The mushrooms are super tender. It has a slight sweetness to it as well. And it just has that kind of comfort feel to it that, you know, especially on a cold day, it happens to be cold today in Texas.
Does.
We never know what the weather's like. And it is just a great meal to relax and enjoy here in Fredericksburg.
Yes.
I gotta try some of the potatoes as well. You ready? All right, let's go in.
They're a little savory but sweet. Ooh. They have bacon in it, different flavors in there.
What? Mm-hmm. They're sweet, and they have that little bit of bacon in there, so it's a little smoky, it's salty, it's savory. and then it has that crunch in there. So it's just this really beautiful, well-rounded bite.
So we have those 3 various sausages that we get locally from our meat distributor called Opa's Sausage. So they have the smoked Polish, which is the beef with the curated peppers in it, bratwurst, which is veal and pork mixture, and a knockwurst, which is a pork sausage right there. And then you have our homemade sauerkraut and the German potato salad over here as well, and our Dusseldorf mustard on the side.
Come on, that's a little bit of everything there.
It is. It's the perfect sampler set plate.
Cheers to you. The Polish dog.
I like mine with a little German mustard on it.
I messed up. Here, I'll put some in there too. Oh yeah. The casing has a great snap, nice pepper flavor in there, but that beef flavor really shines through as well. Man, that's really nice. The brat, you have to pour some curry sauce on top of it as well, which you have on the side. That is the perfect blend. And then the last sausage as well. I mean, so many different options. I already took a bite out of that one.
Oh, it was so good, right?
So good.
That one is the goulash platter. So that is our Ungarischer goulash. So it has the beef tip stew ends, a little spicy to flavor, onions, bell peppers mixed in with our herb noodles set with Italian dressing and our red cabbage on the side too.
Oh, wow. The spice on that one's really nice. So different than everything else.
So different.
Abigail, thank you so much for having us here at Der Lindenbaum in Fredericksburg. If you want to get a taste of traditional German cuisine, and especially if you're looking for great desserts, you have to stop in. I mean, over 30 years of history in here. You have to keep watching Texas Eats. We got so much more German cuisine coming up here on the show, plus your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and a $500 gift card brought to you by Condor Airlines. I'm going in for this one.
I'm gonna go for this one.
All right. That's so good.
Here, we'll
Are we gonna
switch.
trade? Okay. I'm so glad that we came here. This is awesome.
Thank you for joining us.
Later on Texas Eats, get ready for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus a $500 gift card brought to you by Condor Airlines halfway through the show. And next on the show, we catch up with the head brewmaster from the Pfitzer Brewery, Jimmy Morick, at Wurstfest. Now it's time for some Central Texas trivia. In what year was the city of Shiner founded? Stay tuned. The answer's coming up right after the break. In what year was the city of Shiner founded? The answer is D, 1890. Now back to the show.
Joining us now is the head brewmaster at the Pfitzer Brewery, Jimmy Morick. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us out here. And congratulations, you're kind of the man of the hour right now. You just tapped the keg here to kick off Wurstfest 2023. Talk to me about the significance of doing that and being asked to come out here. How does that feel?
Oh my God, you know, if you're standing up there and you see thousands of people on stage, and I get to come over there and tap a keg in front of all these people, and you know, it starts out the event. And again, it's we're just honored to be here. You know, we make a fantastic Oktoberfest beer, our German and Czech heritage, so we fit right into this environment. So it's just a great time.
He's from a little town called Shiner, and he works for the Pfitzer Brewery, and he's only been there since the age of 17. Yeah, literally 17. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Jimmy Morick. Jimmy, tap that keg, tap that keg, tap that keg, tap that keg. Here we go! The first gift of Wurstfest right here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Shiner Oktoberfest beer while we start our Wurstfest. Siggy, suggy, siggy, suggy! Siggy, suggy, siggy, suggy!
And speaking on the heritage, you're talking about the Czech-German heritage. What does it mean to you to be able to be a part of an event like this, especially with, I mean, since you were 17, you've been a part of making such an iconic beer representing Czech and German heritage. I mean, what does that resonate with you?
I mean, it's home. It feels home. It feels right. It feels like Shiner. It feels like what we do every day. You know, making beer and bringing it out to the public and sharing the joy. So, yeah, I mean, it's really just a great environment here. Great time.
Have you ever got to travel back to Europe and see the roots of some of these styles of beers that you guys produce here?
Yes, I've been very fortunate. My company has actually sent me to Germany. And you know what? While we were there to pick up gold medals for Shiner Bock, for Oktoberfest, for Black Lager. So yeah, they was happily to go up there.
That's right. I mean, gold medals for beer from Germany. That's huge. I mean, especially for a beer that's crafted right here in the heart of Texas, right?
Right, you know, when we went there, and the thinking was, you know, they invented the style Oktoberfest, and we went in there and won a gold medal for it. It really, truly showed our, you know, our German background and how we just fit right into it.
Now, for people who haven't been able to travel out to Germany, who want to experience this, what do you recommend they do when they go out there?
Drink beer. I mean, what better? I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, the food is fantastic too, but you know, you do have to test some of the beers.
So have you had a chance to stop into Frankfurt?
Sure, it was in Frankfurt. Frankfurt's amazing. Again, there's going to be non-stop good beer wherever you go in Germany.
The music has just started back up out here at Wurstfest. You know, we got to let Jimmy get back to all of his fans over here that were coming over. You're the man of the hour. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And you guys, we're going to continue here on Texas Eats with more information about all the German heritage here in Central Texas and why you got to stick around to win tickets to Frankfurt, Germany. That's going to be awesome, right?
Awesome.
All right, Prost.
Prost.
Tastes like more. Later on Texas Eats, get ready for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus a $500 gift card brought to you by Condor Airlines halfway through the show. And next on the show, we head to New Braunfels for a taste of authentic cuisine from the old country. Now it's time for the Condor Airlines secret word giveaway. The first 2 letters are G and E. Write down the secret word and scan the QR code on the screen, plus follow the instructions on the Instagram post for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and a $500 gift card provided by Condor Airlines. Don't go anywhere. There's more Texas Eats coming up right after the break. Stop into Circle K now to grab snacks on the go featuring new items you don't want to miss. The new snack cups at Circle K come in a variety of flavors, including mini beef tacos, mini chicken tacos, mini corn dogs, mini breakfast egg rolls, and mini pretzels. Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal. Grab 2 of these new snack cups at Circle K for only $5.50. You can get any of them, any combination you want. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're in New Braunfels, continuing our tour of authentic German cuisine in Central Texas at the Alpine Haus to see how they prepare their popular entree, the schnitzel.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know what you're doing over here. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Joining us now is Jay Leeper, the chef out here at the Alpine Haus in New Braunfels. Thank you so much for having us in the kitchen.
Glad you're here.
Now, right in front of us, you guys have already prepared some of the most popular dishes you have here at the restaurant, and it's just ringing off the hook out here, y'all. So you're just going to be hearing phones while we're doing this. You also have 2 desserts right here as well. Can you talk to me about each dish and the desserts that you have here?
Yeah. We'll start here with the traditional Wiener Schnitzel. It's got lemon. It's a lightly breaded cutlet. We have a potato salad, German style, served warm. We have one of our specialties right here. It's a Rinderrouladen, rolled beef with pickle, mustard, salt, pepper. Dumplings right next to it. They're kind of like mashed potato, if you will, with some egg kind of bind them.
The sauce that's on there, I mean, this is like a nice, deep, rich colored sauce here. What's that?
It's the actual sauce from the cooking drippings from the roulade itself. So we turn that into a pan gravy, serve that with.
So a little reduction sauce on top. That looks fantastic. This one in the front here, what's going on with that one?
This is the Rahm Schnitzel. This is a sour cream gravy. We use the same pan gravy from the rouladen to kind of make this sauce with some sour cream. We'll be making that today. We got a Spätzle on the side, which is a traditional German noodle made every day in-house.
Now, out of all these ones, which one's like the popular one? Which one's the one to get?
Probably the raw schnitzel by far. It's the most unique, has a good flavor profile.
And these recipes are actually, they're pretty old, right?
Yeah, the owner's mother actually brought them over from, it's a generational thing where she actually passed them down to him. He now passes them down to us, and we all make them like he wants us to do every single day.
You're gonna make this dish for us right now. And I got my gloves on, I got my apron on, so I'm ready to help out any way that I can. I don't want to get in the way though, so you let me know. What's the first thing we do to make this dish?
Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get that gravy started.
Okay.
So if you want to get that saute pan with the sour cream, we're gonna come over here and
Okay.
actually grab a ladle and a half worth of that, put it into that pan for me.
All right, so this is what you were talking about, some of that pan, like some of that drippings, right?
Yes, sir.
Can I just get a cup of this to go? Just give me a straw. I'll just go right in. I said, put me to work, and you know what? They are putting me to work today. We're doing it. All right.
We got our pork cutlet right here.
And you've already breaded it. What do you bread it with?
It's flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs.
So I'll tell you what, this is gonna take a couple minutes here to get cooking. We're gonna start going, we're gonna get ready to flip it. I'm gonna make sure my sauce doesn't burn over here, and we'll check back in a second. All right, so now you see some bubbling on the outside. What do you look for before you flip it?
You want about that half an inch of liquid, kind of soaking up some of that breadcrumb. That'll give you an indication it's good to flip it. So if you want to go,
we're gonna go for it?
Yeah, do the honors.
Man. All right, here we go.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know what you're doing over here. So everything is scratch made here, made to order, so when you come in to dine, you know that all the food is super fresh, and that's really important, especially when you're trying some of this traditional German cuisine.
All right, so we're gonna take this plate right here, and we're gonna get our spitzel on the one half of it.
All right, so these noodles, they've been boiled, and they're made fresh as well, and they got a little crispiness to them.
Very small amount.
Oh, small amount.
Yeah, you don't want to get too crispy, otherwise they're not that edible.
What do you think, right there?
That'd be good, yeah.
Okay, and then right here, is the schnitzel ready?
Yeah, you can lay that right on top, kind of like shingle it on there. Yeah, perfect.
Jay, thank you so much for showing us how you make this traditional German dish. You guys, Alpine Haas, address on the screen. Come check them out when you're here for Wurstfest, even outside of Wurstfest when you're in New Braunfels. It is a great spot to stop in for dinner. Plus get dessert. It just looks delicious. And look how fork tender that is. You don't even need a knife. All right, cheers to you, sir. All right, that's the bite. Phenomenal. Absolutely delicious. Stay tuned. We got so much more coming here on Texas Eats, plus your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and $500 by Condor Airlines. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to take this to go, okay?
Oh, yeah,
Can I have
box
it?
Up for you.
Can I have that?
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Next on Texas Eats, we're checking out authentic German sweets in Fredericksburg. Now it's time for the Condor Airlines secret word giveaway. The next set of letters are R and M. Write down the secret word and scan the QR code on the screen, plus follow the instructions on the Instagram post for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and a $500 gift card provided by Condor Airlines.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Fredericksburg to go inside of a bakery that's serving up traditional German sweets. Let's see what's in the oven at Pfitzer Sweet Shop.
My parents bought this building in 1977. I was 2 years old, and we lived upstairs, and they bought the building for the real estate, but it had a bakery in it. And so they ended up running it for almost 40 years. They retired 5 years ago, and it was bad timing for me. I wasn't ready to take it over. And about a year ago, I said, let's do this again. And I wanted to do it way smaller and change a few things up, and this is what I came up with.
Now, this popular Main Street sweet shop is providing old family recipes to hungry locals and tourists looking to get a bite of history.
At the holidays, I bring in some of the really old recipes. that are German, like a Springerle cookie.
There's a wide variety of sweets available. One of the most popular treats is their peanut butter oatmeal cookie sandwich. Get this, dipped in chocolate. You have all that peanut butter cream right in the middle, just loaded up with flavor, all that thick chocolate on the outside as well, and then that tender cookie. You know this has got to be one of the best bites you're going to try here in Fredericksburg. Here we go. This is extremely decadent, over the top, very shareable bite. You have some of that slight peanut butter flavor that just pops right through, and it really balances well with the chocolate and the texture of the cookie. It is extreme. If you love peanut butter, this is the bite that you have to try. Another popular baked good, their sweet German pretzel.
Which pretzel is just the shape. It's not a bready item. It's super flaky.
If you have visited a bakery here in Central Texas, you'll know that there's these sweet German pretzels on the menu. And this one out here at Pfitzer Sweet Shop is no joke. Look how big this thing is. That's bigger than my head. This thing is absolutely decked out with icing. You got all that flavor on the inside just wrapped around. So every bite you take, you're gonna get the complete bite every single time. You have these sweet, almost caramel notes all wrapped around inside. The icing is nice and delicate, and you have that crunch right off the pretzel as well. I mean, this thing is loaded up. If you really want to try a traditional German sweet, this is the one to try here at Pfitzer Sweet Shop right off Main in Fredericksburg. It is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite cakes in the whole world is a German chocolate cake. And this bakery is using their old recipe for German chocolate cakes, but putting them into a cupcake form for easy eating. What I love the most about these German chocolate cupcakes is that they're portable. If you love German chocolate cake, it's like this but mobile. You could walk around and enjoy yourself here in Fredericksburg when you're walking to all the shops. You guys have to stop by Pfitzer Sweet Shop right off Main. Grab yourself some bites. It's a little bit of history here from the city. And I tell you what, you're gonna take some home with you. You might eat them in the car, so who knows if they'll last the ride back home. But this is definitely one that you have to try. The German chocolate cupcake, that's the bite. That's gotta be my favorite bite, man. This thing is just loaded up. You have all the icing on top. The cupcake is perfect. This is where it's at. You can't go wrong. Everything here is just perfect. Now it's time for the Condor Airlines secret word giveaway. The next set of letters are A and N. Write down the secret word and scan the QR code on the screen, plus follow the instructions on the Instagram post for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and a $500 gift card provided by Condor Airlines. Today I'm in Houston, Texas with Shiner Bock Beer. We're making a Shiner injected fried turkey. To get this going, get some butter in a bowl, put in some Shiner beer, some for yourself, Worcestershire. You're gonna put in garlic salt, onion salt, chili powders. You're gonna put in sage, thyme, lemon juice, pepper, seasonal. You're gonna melt that down, make it nice and liquidy, and inject the turkey after you patted it dry. That's very important to have a very dry exterior turkey. Make sure you're injecting at different areas. Use a dry rub on the outside of the turkey. You can make it yourself or you can custom blend. You put it into the oil at 325, drop it in slowly, and then right here you're gonna get the product nice and juicy on the inside. For the full recipe, scan the QR code on the screen. Now it's time for the Condor Airlines secret word giveaway. The last letter, have you figured it out, is Y. Write down the secret word and scan the QR code on the screen, plus follow the instructions on the Instagram post for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and a $500 gift card provided by Condor Airlines. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information on Wurstfest and all the restaurants that you've seen on the show, just go to our website, texaseatstv.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to sign up for the giveaway by scanning the QR code on the screen for your chance to win 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, plus a $500 gift card by Condor Airlines. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.